Well, speaking of all that water, somebody I know, somebody y'all know tried to get on that water. Let's just say it didn't go as well. Little choppy waters right here. Oh, man, it's my man Tyreek Hill, who's under investigation for allegedly striking a Marina employee. This smells so familiar, but let's get these details out first. All right. So this is that time of year between the off-season programs and the start of training camps where every organization feels like they got to babysit. They got to babysit millionaires. They got to babysit adults. They got to babysit men who have kids of their own. That's how they feel for real. And this is why stories like this, coaches, GMs, they always give us that speech. They get nervous about what can happen with that idle time. And I never felt that way, but I understand where they're coming from when you see hiccups like this, right? What is that idle time? When coaches say, hey, all right, OTAs is over. Mandatory camp is over. But you know what's not over? Your grind, your focus, your responsibility to this team, this organization, to the city. You be like, man, look, dog, if I'm going to act up, ain't none of that going to matter. Let me be me. So Tyreek Hill was being himself, allegedly. So those fears got realized as this weekend, Tyreek Hill is under investigation from the Miami-Dade Police Department. Damn. I mean, that police department is as famous as LAPD. Dog, they always dealing with something out there, right? For allegedly hitting the man at the Hall over Marina. Y'all know where that is? Me either. All right, so the report says he got into some kind of disagreement with an employee of one of the charter companies based at Hall over Marina. The disagreement ended with Hill allegedly striking the employee. I don't know if he hit him, I don't know if he smacked him, I don't know, whatever. But striking sounds like this body touched that body, right? So it's being reported that the alleged victim does not, I say again, does not want to press charges at this time. We're going to talk about that in a second. Regardless of whether criminal charges are pursued, the NFL could investigate under the personal conduct policy that umbrellas all issues off the field. You know that. So without cooperation by the alleged victim, it could be impossible to prove a violation. Interesting. Let's talk through this. So TMZ noted both that the receiver and his agent, Drew Rosenhaus, both been posting pictures on social media indicating they were on boats this week. So we ain't going to say we weren't there, none of that, but that couldn't be a good defense anyway, right? Now, this is the same Tyreek Hill. Got to bring it up. This is what happens. You go to the doctor and you say something's wrong. They want to check your medical history. You got an issue. All of a sudden, they start reading you your history. And his history, a little checkered in this department in terms of alleged assault, right? 2019 season, the Chiefs banned Hill from team activities during an investigation into whether Hill physically abused his 3-year-old son. Remember that? Audio recording was released that suggested he broke his son's arm and told his fiance that she should be terrified of me too, biatch. He was not charged with a crime. Okay, we escaped that. NFL did not discipline him following the investigation. Oklahoma State dismissed him from his football team in 2014. We're going a little too far back, but domestic assault when she, the same lady, was pregnant. All right, received 3 years probation for that. Finished his college career with West Alabama. Obviously took a hit going from one school to the other. So this is his 8th season in the league and 2nd with the Dolphins. And let me tell you what I think is going on here. So it's time to go HD with this story. Nope, not high def, hypothetical detective, right? So these disputes are really embarrassing, doubly embarrassing when you're the man and you got it and there's a dispute. I don't know what it is, but let me just hypothetically guess. This is my educated guess. He wanted something that he couldn't get. I wanted the 90-footer and they only got the 80-footer. I reserved the 90-footer. Oh, well, sorry, sir, this is all we got. What you gonna do? You gonna sit here and yell at me? I don't own the damn yacht. Or you gonna take it and ride. Or the price was off. But usually it's not the price because typically, if you're taking a yacht out, you're out with the family, psych. You're out with your friends, those ladies, the other gender. And the last thing you want to be saying is, how much it costs? That ain't the flex. That ain't the flex. So it just looks like he got caught up in that aura of invincibility, if this case is true, which means something happened that you didn't want to happen, that you didn't plan to happen. And it caught you off guard. And for you to keep your status and your ego in that comfortable place of being the man, you know, you went over there and read somebody their rights. Well, in this situation, it looked like you did more than reading. Seems like you smacked him his rights, if that is true. Now, I've been in those situations before where you got to check yourself like, dog, everything in this world ain't given to you, even though it seems that way when you got all that bread and all that fame in that face. Everywhere you go, Tyreek Hill, oh my God, Tyreek Hill. You start losing yourself a little bit, and situations like this continue to occur. And we're going all the way back to 2014 and reading him his receipts. But at the same time, I just know that this is a situation that maybe Tyreek Hill is going to get washed away by making some prison promises. Y'all know what a prison promise is. Oh, take that for me. Take that L for me. I got you. So this guy is not pressing charges right now because maybe Tyreek Hill got to him before the Miami-Dade Police Department got to him and said, hey, I got you. Go deep. We'll see how this plays out. That was the HD moment for this one, and hopefully this gets resolved.